ladies and gentlemen, to Anarchy at the Arnold 2019. Hot commodity Matt Mason, John Orlando here bringing all of the action of this great round robin tournament. And of course, we're going to crown the first ever Arnold champion. And Matt, what a weekend of wrestling action here at the Bricker Building in Columbus, Ohio.
I can't believe we're here already. It's been a year.
I know.
This is crazy. This is a big, big deal. These guys have a giant opportunity, and I just can't wait to see who's going to seize them.
That's right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's not delay. Let's get right up to the ring for our first match.
From Powell, Ohio, weighing 207 pounds, he is the professional Brandon Fields.
Hot commodity Matt Mason. We are kicking things off here with the semifinals of the Arnold Sports Festival tournament. This came down over the last several shows here that NOW has done, both here at the Bricker Building as well as out in Grove City, that these four men are going to be competing for the Arnold Sports Championship. And you know what? You got to give some respect to this man coming into the ring, the professional Brandon Fields, because he's been on a roll here in NOW.
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of been like the strange proverbial underdog. He definitely should not be anymore at this point. I think he's built a lot of credibility, and I see him improve every time I see him out here.
303 pounds. He is the Black Superman, accompanied to the ring by Little O. He is Onyx.
Brandon Fields has his work cut out for him because here comes the Black Superman Onyx, accompanied, of course, by Little O. And Matt, we've talked about it many, many times here in NOW that this guy is as big as a house.
Oh, he just never stops getting big. And I was just getting ready to say, I'd like to see, because Brandon looked to me like he'd put on some size, and I think he has, and he's going to definitely need it.
Onyx coming down to the ring, and one of the more popular superstars here in New Ohio Wrestling. The fans at the Bricker Building here are certainly behind Onyx.
Your referee for this contest, Peachy Rodriguez.
And it's a great honor to be back again, Matt. We talked about it in our opening. We can't believe that a year has gone by. Last year we debuted here at the Kids and Family Expo, part of the Arnold Sports and Fitness Classic, and we're glad to be back here. And this is a great opportunity for fans who have never checked out New Ohio Wrestling to come on out and check it out.
The momentum just keeps growing, John. It's just like it's a train that can't be stopped, and I'm just so excited to see where it gets to.
When you said it keeps growing, like the muscle mass on Onyx.
Nice segue. We're on a roll already.
We are.
Yeah, he does. I say it all the time. Every time I see him, he gets bigger, and it's not just something funny to say. It's true. He literally gets thicker and bigger every time I see him.
And let's be honest, this is not the first time that these two men have squared off in a wrestling ring. They have battled many times in New Ohio Wrestling, many times even last year at this very event.
For sure.
And now both men kind of weighing their options, what they want to do. I mean, Matt, if you were Brandon Fields, what would be your strategy?
Wear him down. Wear him down. Obviously, you want to get him to the ground as fast as possible, and the fastest path to that is to work on his cardio. Onyx is a guy that doesn't have to normally go long in his matches because he hits them very quickly. So I think the longer this match goes, the better it is for Brandon Fields. Now, if he's able to do that, that remains to be seen.
All right, here we go. Both men feeling each other out here again. Center of the ring. Whoa, look at that. Maybe Brandon Fields trying to frustrate Onyx a little bit here with this little rope-a-dope, if you want to call it that.
That's exactly what he's doing. This is the old Larry Zbyszko.
And we know how successful Zbyszko was in the world of professional wrestling. Maybe Brandon Fields will be as equally successful.
Well, the thing about it is, I don't even think Brandon Fields realizes that. He's probably gaining this knowledge from his mentor and trainer, James Avery.
That's true.
James Avery definitely used this tactic many times, with myself even. So, and it does work. It can frustrate you, especially being the first match out of the gate. You're fresh, you're fired up. All you want to do is get your hands on the guy, and he just keeps getting out of the ring. Eventually, you'll make a mistake.
And now the fans are getting behind Onyx, as I mentioned, one of the more popular superstars here in NOW. Fields looking like he's ready to try this a third time. Now, whether he really locks up with Onyx, and he does, collar and elbow tie. Wow!
Probably a mistake.
That's not what you want to do if you're Brandon Fields. I mean, he's almost giving up 100 pounds.
He is. He definitely is. But know, this isn't his first rodeo. He gains more experience. It gets better every time we see him, like I said before. And I highly doubt that he woke up this morning without some sort of plan with Onyx.
Brandon now stalling still out on the floor, claiming that Onyx pulled some hair. Referee Peachy is not buying that at all. And now both men are back in the ring here. Looking for maybe another collar and elbow tie-up, which if you went for that again, Matt, you got to question the strategy. And what do you know? You know what? I'll hold that comment because now both men to the back corner here. Will we get a clean break? And we do.
For now.
That's true. If the roles were reversed, I doubt we would see a clean break from one Brandon Fields. Now both men circling.
It is nice to see him out here by himself.
That's true.
I'll say that. That's growth.
Now, quick go behind from Brandon Fields. He's not moving Onyx at all. Not even a centimeter.
No.
And, oh, wow, what a back elbow. Onyx picks up Brandon Fields' big shoulder block into the corner, and another one. And now maybe a big hip toss, Beal throw to the other side of the ring.
He should roll right out right now because so far that's been the only thing he's been successful at doing. Rethink this.
Brandon Fields begging for Onyx to give him a timeout, but there's no timeouts in pro wrestling. You've heard that many, many times. Headbutt.
Oh my goodness.
And maybe another Beal throw. Tossed him like he's a small child.
I was going to say the exact same thing. This is just, it's
This is a
overwhelming.
clinic.
Yeah, it's just overwhelming, the size and power difference right now. And on a man that's not a size of a child. I mean, Brandon is a big dude.
Clocked in at 207 pounds this morning. But right now, he's getting clocked by those forearms, and now vertical suplex, maybe?
Oh my goodness. Just threw him with reckless abandon on that one.
I was just going to say, fans, if you're watching this at home, he released him halfway through that suplex, and Fields went down with a colossal thud.
Yeah, which I can tell you for sure. That makes the landing far worse. You don't land flat on your back. I saw his neck snap there a little bit.
Power slam, possibly. Big power slam.
Goodness.
That might be enough. Here's one. Here's, no, 1.5. I got to be honest, I'm surprised by that, Matt.
Going back to the smartest thing he's done all day. If he's really good, if he could get Onyx on the outside, up and looks like Onyx may be taking the bait here.
You were going to say if he gets him on the outside, do some damage out there?
Yes, because the one thing that I say this with love, I disagree with is Onyx having Little O out here because it seems to become more of a problem than it does an advantage to him.
And there was a big right hand from Onyx stunning Brandon Fields, and now grabs Fields and bangs his head right off the apron.
He's got to watch the count here.
Yeah, I agree.
But again, he's distracted, like I said, so looks like he broke it up there.
I mean, Matt, I know that, Onyx, Little O, they're good friends of yours, but you do make a valid point that sometimes she becomes a distraction for O.
Well, I'm a father too.
There you go. There's a prime example of what we're talking about.
Exactly.
And Brandon Fields capitalizes by running Onyx right into the ring post. And Matt, you got to admit, it doesn't matter if you're 303 pounds or you're 103 pounds. You get thrown into that iron post, nothing good comes of it.
No, it doesn't, and that's the obvious thing. What may not be so obvious is how annoying it may have seemed with Brandon rolling out of the ring earlier in this match. He's playing the long game because I think he was doing that the entire time to get to the point he's at right now. He knows he can't match Onyx strength for strength inside the rings, but what he can do is change it, use intangibles like he's using right now.
And he's just putting fists and foot right to Onyx. Now he's going to bring him over here, but wait a minute, Onyx stops. Eye gouge. And bangs his face right off the apron, just like it happened to him. And remember, this is only one of 2 semifinal matches for that Arnold Championship, Matt. Shows you how these 2 men view that title. They want to walk home with it. The inaugural, I'm sorry.
Only 1 count, but that is smart. He's got to capitalize while he can. While he's down, he needs to do everything possible to not let him get back up, because if he does, we're going to be right back where we started.
A big boot to the side of the head, as I was saying. It shows how much that title means to these 2 gentlemen. They want to be the first ever Arnold champion.
Still plenty of power.
Plenty of power in Onyx. And now Brandon Fields, I'm sorry, got a quick note here from our producer, gouge of the eyes there, saying that these two men have been wrestling for about 6 or 7 minutes. And, you know, I got to be honest with you, going back to what you said, Matt, 6 or 7 minutes, that favors Fields. But wait a minute, Onyx is making a comeback here. A couple shots downstairs. Whips off the ropes. Uh-oh, is it time for the big power slam? No.
See, the longer this match goes, the more it advantages for Fields. Like there, he couldn't hold him.
You know, yeah, it goes right into what you said. The longer this match goes, the more it is an advantage for Brandon Fields, who obviously has a little better cardio, and now he's picking apart the left leg of Onyx.
Extremely smart. He should stay on it. That's exactly what he should do. He's got a weakness. He should exploit that weakness and keep him on the ground. Make this a very long weekend for Onyx.
And another kick to that hamstring, trying to knot it up. And Fields jaw-jacking a little bit with little O. I don't know if that's a good strategy. Wait a minute, here we go, cover, 1.
I think it could be because, I mean, let's be honest, Onyx can basically only be beaten by Onyx. And the only way that can happen is if he's distracted. And Fields is exploiting that as well. He's exploiting a physical weakness with that knee and an emotional weakness with his dog on the outside.
And now just draping over the knee and twisting it back towards him. Brandon Fields is in total control. And I'm not so sure that I've ever read whether Onyx has had any knee injuries or not.
Well, he has.
You know anything?
Yes,
You do?
Yes,
you know that for a fact?
He's had several injuries. I mean, that's a lot of weight to carry around.
And now again, Fields just torquing on that knee, wrenching it back, trying to keep Onyx on the mat. Another elbow right to the knee. And again, you see just draped over in what looks like a modified type of figure 4 leg lock, if you wanted to call it that.
Well, what he's doing is he's squeaking it to the inside, putting a lot of pressure to the outside of the knee.
And now a series of clubbing right hands and right forearms to the side of the head of Brandon Fields. Fields relinquishes the hold, trying to get up to a vertical base. Question will be, can Onyx get to a vertical base?
Well, my question is I mean, Brandon's obviously got a much better game plan than we originally thought. He's got him down, but now the question is what now? He hasn't been able to get more than a 1 count so far.
Just twisting on that ankle, torquing the knee to the outside rather than the inside.
My point being, I think if he's going to be successful, it's not going to be with a pinning combination of any kind. I think it's going to be some sort of submission. But then I don't know that I've ever seen Onyx submit to anyone ever. So this is going to be a big test.
Manages to kick him off. There's a little bit of power left in that left leg. Onyx trying to make it to a vertical base. He's gotten there, Matt. He's got to that vertical base. Big shot to the head, like a double axe handle. And now another Polish hammer, so to speak.
He's
right
laboring,
to the chest.
though.
Yes, he is. Can he pick him up for the slam?
Pure upper body strength right there. You saw
I
the
am
shakiness.
amazed by that. Yeah. 1, 2, no. I'm flabbergasted. I didn't think he would be able to get him up in the slam position.
I'm almost as impressed that Brandon was able to kick out with the weight of Onyx on top of him.
He's going to try it again. No.
Slid out the back door.
There's a quick chop block to that already
Is that the
injured.
same? Yes, it is the same knee. At first there, I thought he may have gone to the other one, but no.
Yep, still working on the left knee and now driving that knee right into the mat. Hot commodity Matt Mason, you know, you got to be impressed with what Brandon Fields has brought to the table here today.
I am now, and I always have been. And he just continues to prove what a force he's going to be in this business. He just gets better and better and better. He seems to be more fearless nowadays, too.
Yeah, we should just mention that despite the fact that Brandon Fields is mocking Onyx right now, despite that fact, he's been wrestling about 3-4 years, so he's relatively new to this industry.
Yeah, far from a veteran, but even further from a rookie at this point.
1, 2, almost got the 3. Let's be honest. Onyx almost got his shoulders counted to the mat, and Brandon Fields will be moving on to the finals.
I actually feel like that could be more of a veteran move. He's just taking every possible moment he can to recover from that knee.
Spinning toe hold applied by Brandon Fields.
He's got that torqued pretty well, too.
And more fans are coming here to the Bricker building and checking out NOW here at the Kids and Family Expo. In fact, as we're calling this action, Matt, more and more people are filling in the seats in front of us.
Absolutely, John.
And that's a
not to
good
cut you
thing
off,
to see.
As I look at the spinning toe, I mean, he's one step over from turning that into exactly what you were talking about at figure 4. And Onyx is at the very center of the ring.
That's true, Matt. Getting back to that action that NOW fans love, Onyx is looking really worse for wear. Tried to kick off Brandon Fields, and instead he says, we're going to go one more time with a spinning toe hold, but this time Onyx manages to get him off. But now, can Onyx capitalize? Can he get to the center of the ring? Can he get to a vertical base? Can he do something to put away the professional?
He needs to do that and only that, and Little O needs to back away from Brandon Fields right now.
Fields back up to the apron. He's back in the ring. He just said something a little, oh, there's another Polish hammer. And another Polish hammer to the chest of Brandon Fields. Scoop up, or slam.
That's got to be it.
1, 2, no. Unbelievable show of intestinal fortitude from Brandon Fields, Matt.
I don't know what either one of these guys is going to have left. The winner of this match going into the finals, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if either of these men are going to be the same after this match. And Brandon Fields again going right back to that knee.
Oh, and now the shoulder.
Throwing Onyx right into the ring post. Schoolboy, 1, 2, no. And then you saw Fields trying to put his feet on the ropes, but he's too far away from them. So trying to take a shortcut, but alas, it didn't work.
Win's a win. I mean.
Oh man, let's be honest. You had that attitude for a while in your career that a win is a win, no matter how you got there.
I did, and you know what? I'm not ashamed of it. Not at all. I mean, you have to do what you have to do. This isn't a business of nice guys.
Yeah. Here we go to the second rope. Brandon Fields coming up. Nope, caught in the bear hug now.
But what kind of leverage?
That's true. That knee's got to be given him. Oh, and as I was saying, that knee's got to be giving him problems.
Not only that, but the shoulder that hit the post just a minute
that's
ago.
That's true. Fields from the second rope again. He says that's it. I don't know what he's setting up for. Big clothesline.
That has to be it.
Here we go. Cover 1, 2. Wow. I don't know how Brandon Fields kicked out. Matt, help me out here. You've been in this situation many times in your career. What's going through the mind of Brandon Fields? What's going through the mind of Onyx?
All the training, all the working out, and everything that you've put into this to get here. Why would you stop now? You have to just dig down and find that thing inside you that got you in this position in the first place.
Onyx stalking his prey, and now whips Fields off the ropes. Fields goes down. He grabs that ankle.
Oh, a la Lance Storm. Maybe not quite as smooth, but just as effective if he can get this locked in and sit down with it.
Single leg Boston Crab by Brandon Fields on Onyx. You're right, it wasn't smooth looking, but it's being effective, that's for sure.
There's only one Lance Storm, but he still got to where he wanted to go.
And now Onyx trying to pull Brandon Fields to that rope, and Brandon says no dice. Brings him back to the center of the ring and just cranks some more on that injured knee.
And this is where that shot to the post on his shoulder is playing it, because he's only got one shoulder to use to crawl to the ropes right now.
Brandon Fields trying to get the victory here so that he can move on to the finals of the Arnold tournament here. Oh, shoves off Brandon Fields with the other free foot. Onyx totally looking worse for wear. Pop up choke slam. And that's it. Out of nowhere, the Black Superman Onyx gets the victory with that pop-up choke slam, Matt.
But what kind of Onyx we're going to see in the finals?
That's true. He's moving on to the finals, getting the opportunity to possibly be the first ever Arnold champion here at the Arnold Classic, Anarchy at the Arnold at the Bricker Building for 2019. And Matt, we got a whole lot more coming up, so don't go anywhere, folks.
But the big question is, are you ready for match number 2? All right, this will be the second half of the semifinals.
This will be good.
Yes,
Yes, should be.
Sports Festival Championship. It is brought to you by Kickmaster Football. You can check them out online at kickmasterfootgolf.com. You can check them out on Facebook. They specialize in foot golf, soccer, pool, soccer dartboards, hamster balls, and a whole bunch more. So again, that's Kickmaster Foot Golf. And the winner of this match will go on to face Onyx in the final round for the Arnold Sports Festival Championship. Introducing first, weighing in at 217 pounds, he hails from Hollywood, California. He is Robbie Superstar.
High commodity Matt Mason. We are seeing here the man.
Are you as stupid as all these people here? Do you not know my name? It is the show! Robbie Superstar!
As I was saying, a man that you know quite well, Matt Mason.
I do.
It is
Now
a
I
show.
got something to say.
I don't know anything about that singlet,
because I'm in Columbus, Ohio, the armpit of Ohio. But the only smart person here in the whole audience is none other than the mini show. Take a look at this, Columbus, Ohio. Eat your hearts out. She is the only adorable, best-looking super fan of this town, of New Ohio Wrestling. All the fans, after it's all said and done, they're gonna wanna be just like her after they see me win the new Ohio Wrestling Arnold Sports Teen and Kid Expo Championship.
Do you think he bribed that poor child's
Because all
parents?
the women wanna be with me, and all the fellas wanna be me.
I'm speechless.
I
I didn't think he could go much lower, but
that poor child.
the anvil, I mean, the superstar has no limits.
All right, well, he certainly is a man that is made his name for himself here in professional wrestling, and let's get the announcement of his opponent.
Weighing in today at 207 pounds, he hails from Grove City, Ohio. He is the Dark Star, Matt Taylor.
And there's the announcement of his opponent, Dark Star Matt Taylor, a man that is a fan favorite here in New Ohio Wrestling, and he's a man that doesn't mess around in that ring. He can do whatever you want to do. You want to fight, he'll fight you. You want to high fly, he'll high fly. You want to bring that British strong style, he'll bring that too. The man has got an arsenal that is as long as the list of accolades I just mentioned.
He's been doing it since he was in middle school, John. There's nothing that he doesn't know. There's no technique. And
you were interrupted by your former tag team partner there.
Did somebody shave Anvil's beard?
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee for this contest, Papa Smurf Smith.
Well, as I was saying, Matt Taylor has certainly got all of the tools in the toolbox to be successful in the world of professional wrestling. This should be one heck of a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. These two men have faced each other many, many, many times. I mean, Matt Taylor's been a professional for about 15 years. Robbie Starr's been a professional for about 12 years. You got all of this wrestling knowledge and experience in this ring. It's going to be one amazing matchup.
Yeah, look for a lot of gamesmanship. As you said, they know each other very well, so I really don't have a prediction on how this is going to start or how it's going to finish, to be quite honest with you. I'm a fan along with you. I just got a set of headsets on.
Robbie Starr, who has been in NOW for quite a while, sporting a new look, usually doesn't wear the singlet, but is wearing it here today at the Bricker Building for Anarchy at the Arnold 2.
I'm undecided on the new look, Robbie Starr. He could just very well be in a mass phase.
You know what? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give him the nod that I think the singlet is an improvement. It's an upgrade.
Is it?
Yes.
It's definitely new.
I'm going upgrade.
Okay.
And now Robbie Starr taunting some of the children here at ringside. Probably if they were dressed like he was, he wouldn't taunt them.
those girls a boa.
All right. A little bit of gamesmanship, as you said, Matt, as Robbie and Matt Taylor looking to lock up. Matt trying to get the fans behind him, which they certainly love the Dark Star here in NOW.
As they should.
Twist. Oh, there was going to be a test of strength. Thumb to the eye. Hip toss from Robbie Starr. And he's very proud of himself with that maneuver.
Normally is.
Matt Taylor trying to get a sense about him. He's complaining to the referee, Papa Smurf Keith Smith, that, hey, thumb me in the eye, man.
I'm pretty sure it was right in front of him. I think this is just a case. I mean, this is a semifinals, John.
Yeah, anything goes, man. In
playoff basketball, you see the refs let him play. I mean, and he's not gonna end this in disqualification if he can help it.
There's a collar and elbow tied with a knee downstairs, and then a quick arm drag from Robbie Starr, and he says he's awesome.
Very quick, singlet or no singlet, doesn't seem to have lost a step yet.
Matt Taylor's trying to figure out what has he got to do to trump Robbie Starr. And Matt, what would you do? You know this man quite well. What would be your game plan if you were in the ring with Robbie Starr?
Well, it'd be a completely different match just because I know Robbie so well in and out of the ring. I would definitely use some psychological tactics, admittedly, because he is good. I mean, he's got the size advantage.
Here's a scoop and a slam from Robbie Starr. And you know what? He's been a champion wherever he goes. So you know you can't take that away from the guy, whether you like him or not. He's been successful in the squared circle. Big right hand downstairs. Big forearm shiver upstairs.
And don't let the boas fool you. I've seen Robbie Starr in matches with Abdullah the Butcher. He's definitely tough. A lot more tough than you think he is.
Shoots Matt Taylor off. Here we go. Shoulder tackle. Matt knocks him down in the center of the ring. Over goes Taylor. Cartwheel. Hip toss. Yes. Arm drag. We'll take one of those. And a scoop up and a body slam. Matt Taylor showing off some of his strength. Super kick, maybe? No. Robbie says, I'm going to take a timeout, please.
He definitely knows to look out for those. I taught him well on that.
Holy crap!
And now he's sitting down next to his #1 fan over there. And you know, Matt, let's talk about it here again. Second year in a row for being here at the Kids and Family Expo, part of the Arnold Sports Classic. And you know, it's a great opportunity to be here. It's a great opportunity for folks to check out NOW.
Oh, it is. We have so many more. We have so many new eyes on us, and I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised at exactly what we can do.
Speaking of surprises, a series of knees coming from Matt Taylor has grounded Robbie Starr as he's just laying out here on the cement. And now Matt Taylor looking to pick up Robbie off the cement. No protected pads here, man.
Not at all. Is he getting a fan?
This little guy's gotten a couple chops in on Robbie Starr.
Come on down to the Kids Expo, everyone. Your child can chop Robbie Starr. That's worth the price of admission right there.
Everybody gets a chop.
Which is free if you're under 14.
Oh my!
Isn't that correct?
I believe that's the promotion. I'm not sure. I'll double check with our producer.
Okay.
He's shaking his head yes, so that is the promotion apparently. Robbie Starr back in the ring after taking a series of chops.
Kind of wish my kids were here.
Matt Taylor getting the fans behind him, and Matt Taylor shooting Robbie Starr into the corner. Backdrop, boom, right in the center of the ring. And now rearrange your spine for sure. Matt Taylor now shooting off the ropes. Moonsault maybe? No, twisting elbow.
I think he actually corrected in midair. I'm not really sure if that's what he wanted to go for, but that just shows the talent and athleticism that he has.
That was a 2 count and now a chin lock. Just gonna wear things down. Gonna take a breather for himself as well. Cranking on the neck. Look at Robbie Starr grabbing a handful of hair. There's some of that veteran shortcuts, if you want to call it that Robbie Starr knows oh so well.
But you know who knows Robbie very well? That's Keith Smith.
That's true. Very true.
There will be very few surprises with that guy.
I'm surprised that, he got away with that as he did. Wait a minute. Electric chair, maybe. Robbie says, no, wear it.
Oh, my goodness. That's a long way down.
And now a cover. That might be it. 1, 2, no. If he hooked the leg, I think he may have got Matt. I think Robbie would have got Matt on that electric chair drop.
I agree. But at the same time, like you said, they know each other well. He knows it's going to take far more than that to put him down for 3. 1.5 or 2, possibly, but that's not going to end the match with Matt Taylor unless he's got a pre-existing injury.
And there was a choke right in front of the ref. He did break before 5 count. And you know, Matt, we were just talking about back injuries, and you said that's probably the #1 issue you currently have from all the years in the ring.
Yes, I mean, I've had surgeries all over the place. One I haven't had is on the back, but yet it's the nagging injury that doesn't go away, and that looked pretty brutal.
Flying elbow 1, 2, and it only gets 2. Well, you know, in the world of professional wrestling, your back takes a beating, and these two men, they're taking a beating right in the center of the ring. One of them wants to go on to face Onyx for the championship, the Arnold Championship, here at the Bricker Building in Columbus, Ohio.
He's got that knee right at the point of his spine there.
That's going to wear you down if you're Matt Taylor. Matt trying to figure out a way to get out of it.
This is a situation where, you know, Robbie's going to want to ground Matt down the same way Fields wanted to ground Onyx, but for completely different reasons.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I think that, as you pointed out, it's a solid game plan no matter if you can bench press a small refrigerator.
Or a large refrigerator.
Or a large refrigerator, for that matter. Robbie Starr just yanks Matt Taylor back down to the canvas.
But Taylor's well known to be a high flyer. Those are things that are really hard to scout, so rather than try to predict what he may do, you just keep him on the ground.
Now Matt Taylor got up to a vertical base. Robbie Starr to a vertical base, still holding on to the headlock, knee downstairs. Robbie Starr shoots Matt Taylor off. Back drop and sunset flip maybe. This could be enough. Here we go. 1, 2, and no. Big clothesline coming right out of that sunset flip attempt in the cover.
You know, I don't know if it's the singlet or what, but one thing I'm definitely seeing from Robbie is a newfound aggression.
And now a cover. 1, 2, and that's all he gets, even though he put that forearm. Wait, 1, 2. I was going to say he put that forearm right in the face of Matt Taylor to add insult to injury. And now picking Taylor back up. Setting him up maybe for a suplex. Big suplex. Almost hit Keith Smith.
Cannot have that.
That could have been disastrous for Keith. Missed the elbow. He was hot dogging a little bit and missed the elbow drop, and now both men are down. Who can get to their feet first, Matt?
Remains to be seen. I'm going to go with Matty, though.
Matt
and
Robbie
wrong.
both to their feet.
About simultaneous there.
A couple of right hands from Matt Taylor. And now Matt Taylor swinging away. There's another big shot. Matt Taylor whipping Robbie Starr off the ropes. Goes for the clothesline duck underneath. What? Whoa, spin around and suplex. Neck breaker.
Bit of a scramble there, but Robbie got the best of it there at the end.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. 1, 2. Arrogant cover's not going to get 3.
That's definitely not a veteran move. I'm not sure what he was thinking there.
Matt, if I could say, I imagine probably all that spinning around threw off the equilibrium of Matt Taylor and then led him right into that neck-breaking maneuver.
Oh, you don't realize when you're not in there how easy it is to get lost on directions, where you're at in the ring exactly. And yeah, like you said.
Kick right to the chest, another kick right to the chest, and now a blatant choke right in front of the referee. Keith administering the 5 count, and then admonishing him. That's what I meant to say.
Surprised he's not going back to that upper back neck area.
Another kick right to the chest.
That suplex on the knee looked nasty.
It did. And now Robbie Starr's measuring Matt Taylor. But you better hurry up because Matt Taylor's got his hands on the ropes. And there we go, the kick to the chest, up to the top rope. Off the top rope, big crossbody block.
Doesn't go for the pin. He's got more in mind.
And now the Dark Star is ready. He's going to hit Robbie Starr with a big clothesline. And maybe another one. Another big forearm shot, not a clothesline. Swing and a miss. Off the ropes, flying knee attack. Is he going to go maybe up top for that double stomp that he likes to do?
He should. He's in perfect position.
Matt Taylor has won many championships with that double stomp.
He's going to pick him up.
Picks him up maybe for an airplane spin or maybe a Samoan drop. Maybe Death Valley Driver. Death Valley Driver dropped him right on his head. 1, 2, that's it. Oh, I'm so sorry.
That was a scary moment. Don't apologize.
I thought that was 3.
I thought it was the end of Robbie Starr's career. I mean, he landed high on that neck.
Yes, man, I thought so too. I thought that was the victory for sure for the Dark Star because he just drilled Robbie Starr with that Death Valley driver. Now maybe another suplex attempt. No, blocked by Robbie Starr. Again, another block by Robbie Starr. Robbie Starr got to the ropes here. Maybe, wait a minute, nope. Setting him up on the top rope. Big right hand from Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor, comma, Matt, what do you think of?
That's why I call him Matty.
What do you think he's going for here? And I guess that answer is already presenting itself in front of me here, superplex.
Yep, looking to be superplex here, John.
Big shot downstairs from Robbie Starr. Another shot downstairs. Robbie Starr's blocking each attempt of Taylor to try the superplex. And wait a minute, sunset flip maybe? Sunset flip, power bomb, possibly. Can he get him? He got him up. He's got him up. And roll through, sunset flip from Taylor. 1, 2, wait, back, 1, 2, nope. 1, 2, here we go again, reversal, 1, 2, and no.
Keith earning his payday today, don't they? Oh!
Super kick.
Not sure if he got all of that one.
Oh, a Falcon Arrow.
Hook that leg, Matty. There you go.
2 count, and oh my, almost 3.
That was close.
But you got to ask yourself, what damage has been done to Robbie Starr? I mean, we talked about, we commented on the Death Valley driver, and now, you know, a Falcon Arrow also jams up that neck.
Hey, nobody comes into these matches 100%.
That's true.
But neither one of these guys are even close at this point as far as the neck goes.
And down, oh! Double axe handle attempt, and Robbie Starr just stuck a forearm, well, south of the border, we'll say, and Starr struck! Starr struck!
Oh, it can't end like this.
1, 2, 3. Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match and moving on
Well,
to the final round.
I can't be hypocritical to what I've said. A win is a win. You've got to do what you got to do. It's just unfortunate. And that may sound like a bit of a homer because everybody knows my personal relationship with Matty in the back, but I just don't like to see a semifinals match end that way.
Again, a cheap shot below the belt that set up the Starr struck. Robbie Starr is going to face the Black Superman Onyx for the Arnold Championship, and Matt
Which one of
Mason.
them's going to be more healthy?
Yeah, it's true. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to say, what does this mean for Onyx and the bad knee? We have not received a report from the back, but you know what?
Robbie's got a good poker face. I think he's hurting a lot more.
I was just gonna ask if we could comment on the neck, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more action here shortly. So please don't go anywhere. Our commodity, Matt Mason. We now know who the 2 men are going to be competing for the Arnold Championship here at Anarchy at the Arnold 2. Robbie Starr, Onyx, neither one of those men are going to be 100%, that's for sure.
Not at all, and like I was just saying, I think Robbie's got a bit of a poker face. He's hurting a lot more than he's letting on, but what we know for sure is Onyx's left knee is definitely not 100%.
So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. You got maybe the bad neck with Robbie Starr, and you definitely have the bad knee with Onyx. Time will tell. We'll have that match here shortly, but let's go up to the ring.
Get that camera out of my face. They told me this is going to be the
There is Paragon, the guy that lit this tournament on fire last year out of nowhere.
All right, high commodity Matt Mason. Here we go. The first match in the Anarchy at the
Ladies
Arnold
and gentlemen,
tournament.
this is the first contest
We'll get our
in
comments here in a
Group A.
moment.
Introducing first, standing in the corner to my right. He hails from Point Place, Ohio, by way of Luna Pier, Michigan. He weighed in this morning at 275 pounds. The Lake Erie Monster, Big Fish Rambowski.
There we go. We get the announcement of Big Fish
And his
Rambowski.
opponent standing in the corner to my left, weighing this morning at 210 pounds, and comes to us from Paradise. He is the walking apocalypse,
I like it.
Paragon.
All right, well, Matt Mason, we talked about it quite a bit the last time you and I sat behind the commentary table, that Paragon is a young man that has certainly set the wrestling world on fire, and he's only about a year and a half into the business.
He set the Arnold Sports Festival on fire for sure. Now, we just had 2 semifinal matches.
Yeah,
It's early.
yeah.
But these people in Columbus remember Paragon from last year. He lit this tournament on fire, and he's been on a roll ever since.
Yes, he was one of the higher point total getters, so to speak, in the round robin tournament. And here we go.
Really excited to see what this last year is, what kind of polish he's put on his game. He is very confident.
Now collar and elbow tie-up, and the strength of Big Fish certainly on display right there.
It'll be my first time seeing the Big Fish, but so
Same
far
here.
he's impressive power-wise. I understand he trained at the Ohio Pro Wrestling Academy by James Avery, and you know how I feel about that. He's got credibility in my book already.
Side headlock now from Paragon, who trained under the watchful eye of Truth Martini in Michigan.
No, I'm talking about Rambowski.
Yeah, right, sure,
Oh.
yes, but Paragon trained by
Oh, yes.
Truth Martini.
100%. And it shows.
And now he's got the hammerlock on Big Fish. Switch it over to a front face lock. And Big Fish just throws him off. Big Fish with a look at that. You got to be impressed by the power of Paragon to stop that swinging clothesline, grab the arm, twist it over, push down on the knee, and now has Big Fish in a very awkward spot.
Oh.
And I think he may have just broke his thumb.
I would be surprised if he did. One thing I noticed right before that, and here comes the.
Oh, wait a minute now. That's right, Peachy Rodriguez. Get that fish pole out of there.
I thought it was a Harry Potter wand.
And he just hit him with a fish. Where did that come from?
I have no idea.
Is that what I smell over here?
All I know is he was not hesitant on that clothesline at all.
Good Lord, it stinks over here. It smells like rancid tuna fish.
Oh, that hurt.
Series of stomps by Big Fish, and now he's
For
just.
Breeze.
Yeah, can we get something over here? A candle of some sort?
Goodness.
Something. Good God.
Smells like tuna and failure.
Hopefully, one of these men will pick up the victory, and they won't be upset by their own failure.
Our nostrils are all losers at this point.
Big suplex from Rambowski, and here we go, 1, 2, and Paragon kicks out.
I'm impressed so far, though. I mean, despite the stench.
Yeah, I mean, Rambowski certainly is doing what he.
He's got a mean streak.
Yeah, he's doing what he's got to do to be successful over this powerhouse Paragon, and I say powerhouse because, as we've talked about, young guy in the business, but he certainly knows what he's doing. He's so talented. And there's a 2 count, and that's all.
Oh,
from
he did not do what I harp on constantly, and that's hook the leg.
That's right, big leg drop from Big Fish. The Great Lakes Juggernaut, the Lake Erie Monster. He's got a lot of monikers, but right now, I was going to say the moniker he has is punching bag, because that's exactly what Paragon's using him as, but he cut him off with a big boot. And now Rambowski picking up. Paragon shot, but I don't think he got all of that, Matt.
No.
Paragon now with a big splash in the corner, and Paragon's going to try it again. Takes flight, and there's another one, a third one, a trifecta, if you will. Well, this time he missed.
No hat trick at all.
No. Big clubbing forearm by Big Fish, and now a giant chop on Paragon. 270 pounds coming right at you. Rumbowski picking him up for maybe a Samoan drop or maybe a Death Valley driver, airplane spin possibly, who knows?
Belly of the whale. I don't know.
Samoan backdrop it is. Cover, 1, 2, and no.
Belly of the, would that be like the Jonah driver or
The Moby Dick driver maybe, I don't
be.
know. Well, certainly Ahab would be proud of Big Fish Rumbowski as he's manhandling Paragon at this moment, just choking him right over the middle rope. Peachy Rodriguez putting the count down to Rumbowski. Now Rumbowski maybe gonna run at him, full head of steam maybe, and nobody home. Paragon with a big knee strike right to the face. And now maybe, nice takeover.
That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it.
1, 2, and 3. That's it. Paragon's your winner.
Paragon is the winner. But I gotta tell, I'm really
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of
pleasantly,
this contest,
shockingly almost
the
surprised with this
walking
Big Fish
apocalypse,
Rumbowski. I really liked it. I want to see
Paragon.
more of him. I definitely want to see more of him. And we're for sure going to see more of Paragon. Yes, I don't want to smell more of him. But
I
want
was
to
just going to
see
say,
more
I
of
don't
him,
want to
for
smell
sure.
anymore. Tell him to take that fish and get out of here. Did he catch that last Thursday?
I have
my
no
gosh.
idea.
Oh.
I win the
Well,
rest of
there
them.
you go. Paragon is your winner in this first match here at the Anarchy at the Arnold tournament. We'll be back with more matches, so don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first match in the Group B of the Anarchy at the Arnold tournament, and it is set for one fall. Introducing first, standing in the corner to my right. He weighed in this morning at 225 pounds and represents Darkness Worldwide, the systematic Eric Fallen.
Oh, that's terrifying.
And his opponent standing in the corner to my left and accompanied to the ring by Lady Frost. He hails from the Babington Estates, weighing 204 pounds, the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin.
All right, hot commodity, Matt Mason. We're seeing a newcomer here to NOW, Eric Fallen, a guy that's kind of on the weird side. I'm just going to say it. Don't tell him I said that, by the way.
I haven't seen a thing out of him, but I'm getting an Aleister Black vibe, and I don't mean that as any kind of rip-off. I'm just saying he's got that aura about him.
He certainly does. Came out here in some very unique ring attire, but he's been wrestling for about 2 or 3 years in the business, predominantly in Western Ohio, and
Okay.
he was trained by Cody Hawk.
Oh, wow.
So you know he's got credentials,
Yes.
because Cody Hawk doesn't take just any old individual in his wrestling school. You
Yeah.
got to have a certain mindset. You got to have a certain bit of athleticism, or otherwise Cody says, sorry, not here, man, not now.
You guys have probably seen far more Cody Hawk trainees than you realize, one of which being, I don't know, you may have heard of this guy, Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, right, yeah, you know. Well, there was a shove between these two gentlemen.
Victor looks like he's put on some size over the last year.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, he has been in NOW several times over the past year and kicked downstairs from Eric Fallen, and now we're off and going. Whip to the corner. Up and over. Wait a minute. Ducked underneath. There's a big right hand. There's another big right hand from Victor Benjamin. And now whips him into the corner. Eric Fallen goes in hard. Big shoulder tackle right into those turnbuckles.
Almost a zero feeling out process. This is the first time we've seen that so far today.
Yeah.
These guys going right at it.
And a big backdrop, and I believe Fallon, he over-rotated, landed on his rear end. Big drop kick from Victor Benjamin. He's coming out hot. He wants to win, get the 2 points, and move on in this tournament. Big clothesline. Yes, and over goes Eric Fallon.
These guys came out hot and heavy.
Yeah, I was going to say on that backdrop, he landed right on his tailbone, and that's got to rearrange your spine, Matt.
Oh, yeah, your hips off.
I mean, honestly, is it better to just land flat? Or
Oh,
on
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that.
Absolutely it is, because anytime you don't land flat on your back, there's going to be a jarring that goes all the way up to your neck, and you're going to feel it for days.
Eric Fallon is taking a timeout, walking around here outside the ring at the Bricker Building, giving the business to some of the fans. Now, wait a minute now. Don't touch Lady Frost, because that will certainly set off the Savage Gentleman.
Yes, and she's far more than a pretty face.
Oh, that's right. She'll
I mean,
kick your teeth in.
She will hit you right back without hesitation.
That's right. Eric Fallon. Wait a
Uh-oh,
minute. Eric, are you not listening to what we just said?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Now he's grabbed her, and he's using Lady Frost as a shield. Victor
Surprised
Benjamin
she
is
hasn't
very
been-
upset. And now, big forearm and a sucker punch from Eric Fallon on Victor Benjamin. Throws him into the post.
And again, this is the thing, when you have anyone at ringside with you that means anything more to you than business.
Here we go, cover one. He only gets a 1 count.
Anytime you've got an emotional connection to that other person, it's just far more to worry about. I know that from experience as well.
Shot downstairs from Victor, trying to get out of the arm wringer, but Eric Fallon just yanks him down to the mat. There's a stomp right to the back of the head. I'll tell you one thing, though, Matt. I think it may work against Eric Fallon to put his hands on Lady Frost. Big leg drop right across that left arm.
Well, I'd say the same thing. So far, so good, though.
Well, you're right, but I think that's just going to infuriate Victor Benjamin. As soon as he gets an opportunity to get the advantage, I have a feeling Victor Benjamin is going to just put a hurting on Eric Fallon.
I agree, but that's if that opportunity comes. And Eric Fallon, if he's smart at all, he's going to keep him right where he is, grounded.
He's got an overhead wrist lock applied to Victor Benjamin. We've talked before that Victor has a background in MMA. And he knows how to strike. 1, 2. Brandon Skinner said he almost had the shoulders down. As I was saying, Victor Benjamin is a very good striker. Also has quite a few submission moves in his repertoire. Gets out of the armbar, off the ropes. Benjamin over sunset flip, possibly. And nope. Goes right back to that left arm. Eric Fallon does, that is.
I think he slipped off the wrist there. He was looking to slam it onto the canvas. It didn't quite get that, but it seems to have a jarring effect.
There's just a big forearm right across the back of the neck. Now back working on that arm of Victor Benjamin.
He knows something we don't, because he's definitely staying on it for a reason.
Well, hey, as we said, Eric Fallon is a graduate of the Cody Hawk School of Wrestling, and I know for certain that Cody Hawk probably teaches every one of his students, know your opponent, know their weaknesses, exploit them. And look at this, he's got Victor Benjamin all tied up. Victor says no.
Doesn't quite have that left arm. There he goes, he let it go. I guess that's what he was planning.
Well, you're Eric Fallon, I think that's not a wise move. You stay on top of that. But now,
I wouldn't let him on his feet like he's doing right now.
oh, Benjamin being pushed into the corner. Whip off, Benjamin goes into the corner. Here comes Eric Fallon, big foot right to the face. And another one. Eric Fallon doesn't know where he's at right now. He's on Dream Street for sure, but manages to recoup and shoot Benjamin off into the other corner. Side suplex maybe? Oh my goodness. Sweet Sassy Molassie, he may have broken his neck.
Wow, did he drop him on that right or left shoulder? 'Cause that's
Well,
definitely
I
where
thought he
landed.
dropped him straight on his head, and whatever. I wish we had instant replay here available, because
I agree, he was going straight down, but right there at the last second, it looked like Victor corrected to save his head, but may have in the process hurt his shoulder, but he looks to be fine. Shocking.
right now, Victor Benjamin may not know where he's at. He may just be fighting on instinct, because that maneuver that Eric Fallon tried to do, big knee strike.
Some of those MMA maneuvers that you were talking about earlier.
Oh, there's a spinning
Right in the
Kavat
temple.
kick, and that's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my.
The winner of this match, the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin.
Matt Mason, how he managed to pull this off, I don't know.
That scared me to death. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I saw the same thing everyone else here saw, and that was very, very close to disaster.
Victor Benjamin gets the 2 points for the victory here and moves on in the round robin tournament, but I got to be honest, he's lucky he even can get out of the ring, because that, I don't even know what that was going to be. It's like a sidewalk slam or a tilt-a-whirl slam went sideways, and
I mean, he literally,
ooh, wow.
he
Applaud.
missed landing on the top of his head by just,
Centimeters.
I mean, yeah.
I'm applauding
In a
the intestinal
millisecond.
fortitude of one Victor Benjamin. Sorry to talk over you, Matt.
No, you're fine.
Let's take a pause real quick for the cause, and we'll be back with more action here soon.
Keep the camera on me. I'm worth the price of admission by myself. Hey, pal, I'm right here. You're not good enough. You gotta be this tall to clap for me. You're still not tall. You guys are way too quiet for Chuck the Truck.
This dude is electric, man. I mean, he's fired up.
Oh yeah, you got.
Hi, Commodity Matt Mason. We're ready for our next match here in the Anarchy at the Arnold tournament. Let's go up to JR Judy, our ring announcer, to hear the announcements for these 2 combatants.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest in Group A of the Anarchy at the Arnold Tournament is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, standing in the corner to my right, he hails from the Bronx in New York City, weighing in 279 pounds. He is the made man, Gino DeCapo. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent hailing from Canton, Ohio, he went in this morning at 250 pounds, Chuck the Truck Morris!
Matt Mason, you have 2 gentlemen that know each other quite well. My gosh, how many times have we said that already?
You're going to say it a lot.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, let's be honest, that's the caliber of talent that we have here in New Ohio Wrestling. But as I was saying, these 2 men know each other quite well. Gino DeCapo here in the gray and black, and Chuck the Truck Morris in the red and black.
We've got a couple of young guns here that are starting to build a name for themselves within their main promotions that they work, but they haven't been quite on a stage like this, and this is an opportunity for them to really, really break out and open some eyes.
Collar and elbow tie-up. These 2 guys are powerhouses, 250 and 279 respectively. Gino being muscled to the back corner. Chuck is all over him. Are we going to get a clean break? We do.
So far.
Oh, I guarantee Gino's not giving any clean breaks. I know that for a fact.
What do you think of the gloves he's wearing there? I would not want to be chopped with those things. Woo! Rip your skin right off.
Both men now gonna go for another collar and elbow tie, center of the ring. Both men not giving an inch. Gino, I think he may have had a handful of hair. The referee admonishing Gino. And swing and a miss. Big downstairs shot, another downstairs shot, and a big right hand upstairs, and another one. Big chop
Oh,
from Chuck.
speaking of,
Mamma mia! Oh, one more!
Here we go, another big chop.
you hear that? I mean, that's through 2 layers of clothing.
Well, Matt, you know, maybe Chuck learned, like, you know, we all know from Big Guns Jeff Cannon, if you're wearing a shirt, you're getting it just 1, 2. As I was saying, if you're wearing a shirt, you're getting it double hard.
That was a really, really nice rolling elbow there. Not the rolling elbow traditional, but just the way that he spun into that. He's far more athletic than he looks like. Sorry about that, John.
That's all right. Big boot from Gino, and now big bulldog.
Haven't seen that one in a long time. Oldie but a goodie.
You know what? I got to be honest. The action's been so furious here. 1, 2. It's been so fast-paced. I didn't expect that.
Not only that, but there's more and more people just filing in.
That's true.
Seems like every time we have a new match, there's 10, 15 more people.
I mean, I was just commenting that you figured that these two were just going to knock the snot out of each other because they're two big guys, but man, they have been on a furious pace. And now, draping Chuck over the middle rope and applying a somewhat of a camel clutch.
Either way illegal, but the reason you would do that is just to kind of demoralize your opponent, get in his head a little bit. He knows he's not going to win with that, obviously.
I'll tell you right now, these two guys are pretty confident for young guys in the business. You got to give them that. Here we go, Gino whipping Chuck off the ropes. Big back elbow again. And now Gino hits the ropes. Maybe he's going to drop an elbow. No, a senton! Driving all of the air right out of Chuck. 1, 2, and whoa. That's a lot of beef coming down on your solar plexus.
It is, John. Sorry to be quiet there. I'm just really kind of reflecting on how excited I am for this new generation of guys coming up. They've been trained with quality, paying their dues.
And there's an arm bar. You know, we would be remiss if we didn't mention these two guys coming from Spinebuster University, Sherman Tank up there in northern Ohio.
Absolutely. And when people ask me, you know, why won't you come back? Or, you know, things of that sort. You know why? Because this business is in great hands. Plus, I like hanging out with you.
Cool. I like hanging out with you too, man. Anyways, armbar right now.
The bromance continues. All right.
A modified armbar, I should say, by Gino DiCapo. Just, he's on the ropes though, and the referee is, I think, he didn't see it at first, and now he's admonishing him for being on the ropes while he was standing right on that shoulder socket. And that's a good way to tear a rotator cuff.
Certainly is. Labrum.
And now here comes DiCapo from behind. Kind of a modified Cobra clutch.
Can't get a good look. Yes,
yeah, I can't
right
see
there.
either, but I think it is a Cobra clutch. He's got the one arm hooked and then the forearm across the carotid artery. And uh-oh, Morris might be going out.
He could actually turn it into somewhat of a $1 million dream if he reached up and grabbed that right arm to pull it farther across the face for a lot more pressure.
There's one. If the arm drops 3 times, that's it. It's an automatic victory.
It's 2 down, John.
It's 2 down. This might be it. Gino, no. Chuck says
How quickly? Sorry.
The fans are behind Chuck the Truck Morris.
Well, I was just going to say how quickly we forget the fire that he came out here with. That didn't go anywhere, folks.
Big shot downstairs. And now, chin breaker right on the side of the chin. And big clothesline from Chuck. And a back elbow from Chuck. He says it's time for the knee strike. Big kick.
Man,
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, he's far more athletic than we give him credit for. He's full of fire, a lot of power, but he's also a great athlete.
Off the ropes. Big spine buster. There we go.
I know where he learned that.
There's 1, there's 2, and no!
He'd make Sherman Tank very proud to see that.
I'm really stunned that he didn't get the victory with that spine buster.
And as well, I thought for sure we were going to see who the bell tolls there.
I see what you did there.
Yes, you did.
All right, Chuck now getting these fans to rally behind him. Chuck setting him up, front face lock. Suplex maybe? That's a lot of man to get up. Nope, behind. Reversal, kick downstairs. DiCapo with a double underhook.
Oh, my goodness.
That's it. 1, 2, 3. The made man gets the victory.
Contest, the made man, Gino DiCapo.
Gino DiCapo picks up 2 points for the victory. As you know, in this round robin tournament, you get 2 points for a win, you get no points for a loss, and you get 1 point if there happens to be a draw or no contest. But Gino DiCapo is your winner. And folks, we got more action coming your way, so don't you dare go anywhere.
You get a good look at the best thing here, the best thing everywhere, the greatest of all time. Give it up one time at the Arnold for your boy. Give it up!
Well, Hakamani and Matt Mason, we're ready for our next matchup. Let's go up to the ring with our ring announcer, J.R. Judy, to get the introductions of our two participants in this next round match.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been informed that all of you must rise to your feet and give it up for J-Rock Daddy.
That went over like a wet noodle.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Group B contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first in the corner to my right, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the King of Cleveland, J-Rock Daddy! And his opponent to my left. He weighed in this morning at 200 pounds. He is the baddest man alive, Aaron Williams!
Hi, Commodity. Boy, do we have a match for you.
Oh boy, this one may be the match of the entire day.
And J-Rock not wasting any time, just stomping away at Aaron Williams, which is, to be honest, probably the smartest thing you could do if you're facing Aaron Williams.
Yeah, I'm just kind of shocked that Aaron, I mean, he's a veteran, turned his back on J-Rock. It's not the smartest thing to do.
Up and over, missed the clothesline. Big reverse kick right to the solar plexus of J-Rock, and J-Rock Daddy is out. He's out on the floor. He's fuming mad. He said he's not ready. Of course, let's talk about it. J-Rock Daddy has been a veteran of the squared circle for many, many years, going on like 19 years in this business. And
Yes.
right now, it's like a track meet out here as he's just running around the ring. Did he just try to use the picture girl for the photographer, excuse me? As like a security blanket? I think he did. And now a back break. Whatever he did, he got the upper hand. So if you're J-Rock, you got to say that's the right thing to do. Oh! He went for a chop, missed, hit the ring post, and J-Rock Daddy may have a broken hand, and there's a forearm from Aaron Williams. He may have a broken jaw now.
Yeah. Aaron Williams, one of the better strikers in the business. Oh!
But caught him coming through the ring, or coming into the ring. Here we go, cover. 1, 2, no. Big forearm to the back. And now, J-Rock Daddy jawing with the fans, and I think he just hit Aaron Williams right in the throat. Right in front of the referee. I don't know, maybe he got him in the jaw, but it looked like it was a little bit low. Big chop from J-Rock Daddy. Man, they have just been off to the races since this match started, Matt.
Yeah, this pace is far quicker than I expected it to be with two veterans like this.
Rake of the eyes over the ring rope by J-Rock Daddy. J-Rock, the self-proclaimed King of Cleveland, kicked downstairs from Aaron Williams. There's a big forearm right to the side of the face, and there's another one, and a third one. Aaron Williams now with a big knife-edge chop. J-Rock is not feeling good right now after that chop, and here's another one, buddy. Aaron Williams, thumb to the eye again from J-Rock, and now forearm to the back of the head, and big elbow, yes. Cover maybe, 1, 2.
You know, Williams has just not been able to get a feel for this match at all.
1, 2, yeah, exactly.
J-Rock's been all over him.
And now J-Rock just twisting with a kind of a cravat and just raining down with forearms right to the side of the ear of Aaron Williams. Man, we haven't had a chance to breathe from the way this match has been going. But you talked about it, both men are veterans of this industry. J-Rock has wrestled all over the place, all around the world, worked for Ring of Honor not too long ago. He has certainly earned his dues here in the world of professional wrestling.
Absolutely. I've said this several times during NOW events. It's just, I say this about a few other guys too, Celeste Taylor being another one. Aaron Williams, it's amazing that he's not working for one of the major companies.
Series of elbows, and now look at this sleeper hold into the side, headlock, and belly to back suplex from Aaron Williams. Both men, though, stunned. Both men are dazed. Aaron Williams trying to get to the ropes. Aaron's crawling there, inch by inch, getting to the corner. J-Rock has managed to get to his feet. Running in, missing with a splash. Aaron with a double forearm. Aaron with another double elbow. And now Aaron Williams backing up. Here we go. Big splash in the corner. Big clothesline, short arm variety. Here we go. 1, 2, and that's it. Only 2 count, Matt.
No, he didn't get the victory there, but Aaron Williams has definitely got his legs under him finally, and this is going to be a very different match, I feel like.
I got to admit, I'm a little bit out of breath after calling all of that.
And that's not to discount J-Rock. Trust me, he's definitely not out of this either. I'm telling you, I said it before they started, this could be the match of the day.
Jawbreaker, schoolboy, 1, 2, handful of tights, 2.
Veteran maneuver, doing what you got to do.
J-Rock jawing with Peachy. Oh my. Big spinning kick, 1, 2, and 3. That's it.
I saw his eyes roll back in his head.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest.
He's definitely got no idea where he's at right now.
The baddest man alive, Aaron Williams.
Just got to let you know that it doesn't matter if you've wrestled 19 years or not. You get kicked in the back of the head like that, and you are done.
Dunsky.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a real quick break and get ready for our next matchup, so don't you dare go anywhere.
Might just be the way it is kind of pointed or something.
Where'd he go? Are we not having a match?
J-Rock does not have... Okay. J-Rock Daddy has no idea where he is. He thinks the match is still going on. Fans, we went to break, and now we're back here because J-Rock Daddy just came over and told us that he felt that the match was still going on, that he won by forfeit.
Yeah, like I said, he's got no idea where he's at.
Hey, man.
Well, maybe
like
he
one
know
of my
location,
favorite.
but
I was gonna say, like one of my favorite movies. He's Dazed and Confused.
yes, he is.
All right, folks, let's go up to the ring and JR Judy for our next matchup.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
Our next contest is sponsored by the Sonesta ES Suites in Dublin. Check them out at sonesta.com or 614-791-0403. Your referee in charge, Brendan Skinner.
But not Brandon Steve Kern.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Group A contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, standing in the corner to my left. Hailing from Columbus, Ohio, he weighs in at 280 pounds. Crosshairs, Ninja Kelly.
Ninja? Ninja? What? Well, apparently he doesn't like that.
Something I have no idea. We're going to have to do our research on that.
We're going to get our producers on that.
And his opponent, hailing from the 5 Point District of Lower Manhattan, weighing in at 175 pounds, he is the handlebar haberdasher, Marion Fontaine.
There you get the announcement of Marion Fontaine, a favorite here in NOW. You know, folks, if you're watching right now and you go, this looks like a mismatch.
Doesn't it usually, though?
You're right. In every match in which Marion Fontaine has a much larger opponent, you might say that, but the man is technically sound. You can't prepare for Marion Fontaine.
I was going to say, he's almost impossible to scout or know what the heck he's going to do because there's just no one like him. He's one of a kind.
Yeah, we talked about Matt Taylor having a toolbox that's jammed full of tricks. This guy, he has like one of those double-decker toolboxes full of tricks.
Absolutely. It's like sometimes he's in a time warp, and you just don't know what to do with him.
Collar and elbow tie-up, and now just shoves off Marion Fontaine. You look at the 280-pound monster, who apparently doesn't like to be called Ninja. I don't know why.
I don't either. We'll figure that out. But this right here is classic Fontaine. I mean, if you think that's the first time he's been thrown off from a collar and elbow, you'd be crazy. He knows exactly what he's doing. And what he's doing is building a false sense of confidence in Crosshairs Kelly.
Kelly again just shoves him off. And now.
Did you see how fluid he rolled through, though?
Yeah. Yeah. By no means did that do the damage that Crosshairs Kelly is hoping it would make. Marion Fontaine sizing up Crosshairs. All right, here we go. Go behind by Marion Fontaine. Crosshairs trying to work out. He goes, hey, I'm over here. Wait, come and get me over here. Nope. How about right here? Oh, little how you do.
It's just mind games. He's an absolute master at it.
Crosshairs did not appreciate that. Fontaine did. Look at that. He is just laughing his tail off. Here we go again. Maybe another. Oh, whoa, look at. I don't even know what to say on that one, Matt.
Floyd Mayweather there.
And how you do? You know, Matt, we just talked about it not too long ago that the fans keep coming into the Bricker Building. They keep stopping by, checking out New Ohio Wrestling. And if they want to know where they can get all the details, Facebook.com/New Ohio Wrestling. And look at that, a series of maneuvers from Fontaine, and now just showboating a little bit. Again,
games.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say, talk about that psychology, excuse me. As there's a big forearm from Fontaine. A reverse. Off. Duck underneath the clothesline, duck underneath the back elbow. Here comes Fontaine, big, cross body block, no. Oh no. Kelly caught him, and follow-away slam. Yeah, Matt, you gotta be impressed by the show of strength there from Crosshairs Kelly.
I am for sure, and you can see the difference in the landing there as opposed to the earlier collar and elbow roll-throughs that he was doing. He's building his confidence up, he broke it back down, and now Crosshairs Kelly is just angry, possibly feeling a little embarrassed. Oh boy.
Big chop from Crosshairs. Crosshairs, man, he just looks like he is 6 ways from Sunday mad. Big forearm.
Yeah.
Look at Marion Fontaine. He doesn't know where he is at right now.
Look at the eyes of Crosshairs. That dude is definitely fit for a straitjacket.
And a hip toss coming out of the corner from Crosshairs Kelly. Marion Fontaine is looking worse for wear. Big double fist and another double fist. And just a big left hand. And the southpaw tees off again. And this time, whoa, not so fast. Clubbed him to the back of the neck and then just got him with the chop block. Here we go, maybe 1, 2, and no.
Interesting, Crosshairs going to the knee here. He has actually just returned, not just returned, but recently returned from a knee injury himself. So if anybody knows what kind of damage you can do with that, it's definitely Crosshairs Kelly.
That's right. And now Crosshairs mocking the fans here at the Bricker Building by clapping big headbutt. And as I said before, Fontaine is on Dream Street. And here we go, charging in, but Kelly got caught right in the face. Up on the second rope. Off the second rope, big drop kick from Fontaine, but doesn't put him down. Look at that kip up, Matt. You're impressed.
Oh, absolutely. I've always been impressed with this guy.
Big body slam, no. And again, wait a minute. Falls on top, 1, 2, and oh, Fontaine barely got that shoulder up.
Fontaine could have been a victim of his own overconfidence there for a second.
Crosshairs Kelly now says, that's it. And now here comes Kelly. Full head of steam, misses in the buckle. Whoop, little huzzah, and here we go, jackknife cover, 1, 2, and 3. Wow. Yes, 3, the referee says it's 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, the handlebar haberdasher, Marion Fontaine.
Fontaine gets the victory over Crosshairs Kelly, and I'm telling you right now, Hot Commodity Matt Mason, unbelievable victory for Marion Fontaine. He picks up 2 points in the tournament. Folks, we'll be back with more action.
All right, wrestling fans, J.R. Judy alongside Adam Michaels. We need the bell rung.
Come on, John Orlando. There we go.
John Orlando rings the bell. We are off and running. Group B matchup here at the Anarchy at the Arnold tournament. Adam, our first look at the Dominican Hercules. And the Thief of Hearts, Aaron Daniel Norman.
Yeah, I tell you what, these two guys very similar in size. I know we've seen a few matches already here at the Anarchy at the Arnold, and you know, we just saw one with Marion Fontaine versus Crosshairs Kelly, and it was like, you know, night and day in terms of size. These guys look exactly on par.
They look similar in size, but there is the big advantage Aaron Daniel Norman is going to have in this one. Nice reversal, though, as I say that, by Luis Casanova. Aaron Daniel Norman, a collegiate champion in amateur wrestling, really knows how to grind people out, and that style in this kind of a tournament, that's got to be an advantage in his favor.
I would think so. Anybody with the amateur background knows the escape holds and the takedowns, and you know, they can really find their way around the ring versus somebody who might be big and muscular.
Now, speaking of that muscle, Luis Casanova likes to finish these matches quickly. He likes to hit them with some big power moves, and especially with 7 matches in this group, you're going to want to keep your match time short. Nice escape by Aaron Daniel Norman there.
Yeah, that is key. Like you said, keeping the matches short. We've got a long way to go here. You know, 2 groups, plenty of matches. You want to make sure you keep enough energy in the tank. So you got to think the longer it goes, the more of an advantage it is for everybody else in this tournament.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of matches go decently long in this first matchup. Everybody trying to make a good impression in that first matchup. Norman taking his time and eats a right forearm right under the chin by Casanova. Here's that power of Hercules. Norman fights out with the elbows, and he'll pick him up. Nice escape by Hercules, big forearm. Hits the far side rope. And look at, oh my goodness, Aaron Daniel Norman with a knee. Quick cover, 1, 2, and they got it.
Wow, they got it.
It's over.
Here
What a
is
move.
your winner, the Thief of Hearts, Aaron Daniel Norman.
Aaron Daniel Norman with a quick knee out of nowhere. He caught Luis Casanova.
Hey, I tell you what, he caught him right between the eyes, and I don't think Luis Casanova knows where he is right now, let alone standing on his feet.
A show of sportsmanship. Wait. Oh, Aaron Daniel Norman might regret this. Look out! Dropped him on his head.
Now both of these guys are going to have issues with their necks tomorrow. One right in the face, one off the back of the neck.
I was just about to say, Aaron Daniel Norman with a quick victory. It's got to be advantageous in this tournament. And then he does something like that, and now he's the one crawling to the back.
Yeah, you got to keep your eyes on the prize rather than something in the short game here, right?
Aaron Daniel Norman kept that a sprint instead of a marathon. Big victory. He gets his first win here in Group B.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is set for one fall. Introducing first our referee in charge when the bell sounds, Peachy Rodriguez. And now, to my right, he represents Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 202 pounds, Jackson Argos. And his opponent across the ring to my left, from Akron, Ohio, he checked in at 165 volts, electric, Jake Ely.
All right, we are in Group A. We got the electric Jake Ely against Calgary, Alberta, Canada's own Jackson Argos, who has already not made many fans here with that big Canadian flag he brought to the ring.
Yeah, no doubt. Jackson Argos was here last year at the Arnold, and I think some of the people that may have come last year have come back just to make sure they boo him out of the building.
He is the pride of Calgary, and he is in there with a very tough test here in his first contest. Electric Jake Ely likes to quicken the pace. He likes to fly throughout the air, and there's an example of that speed right there.
Interesting fact, Jackson Argos actually trained by Lance Storm, big professional wrestler. So he's definitely got the wrestling acumen, but we'll see if he can catch up with Jake here.
Jackson Argos has all the tools to go very far in this tournament. He could be the dark horse in Group A, but he's got to get by this first round matchup with Jake Ely. Oh, tried a little shortcut, and Ely says no, spins him around, and a big right hand. Rapid fire jabs from Ely, and Argos takes the outside.
What do you think, JR? I mean, we've seen a lot of matches today where guys will kind of take a rest, go to the outside, take 5, take 10. Do you think that's a good strategy when you're on these long tournament days?
In a situation like this, you got to think momentum is the key. If you can keep winning these tournament matches, you're going to build momentum. So, yeah, if you slow down Jake Ely right here, make him wrestle your pace. And there he goes again, back out to the outside. And Argo's actually sitting in the crowd now.
Maybe he wants to go back to the food court, get a snack before he gets back in there.
You know, if he goes over there, I'd like him to bring us some food too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, me too.
You gotta be careful here. Jake Ely is no stranger to flying over that top rope. He got him by the hair. Oh, and Argos pulls him down across that top cable.
That does not feel good. Those are not just clay ropes. They are very, very tight. Not fun.
And that's gonna affect the windpipe. It's gonna affect the airflow in Jake Ely's body. And this early in a tournament, nice right hand. You can't afford to have any sort of damage to your body this early with 6 more matches to follow. Argos charges, big cross body in the corner. Here's a lateral uppercut, hooks the leg, got a 1 count, and Ely kicks out.
And you made a good point. I mean, Jake Ely, his main repertoire is fast-paced, quick, and that all takes stamina. And if you're going to take away the breathing ability, that's going to take the stamina away.
Here comes those rapid-fire right hands once again. Caught him, spins him around. Far side rope, and a bicycle kick, and he floored him. Right under the chin, lateral uppercut, hooks the leg, got a 2 count, and that's it, just a 2 count.
He might want to roll over and check his teeth.
I don't know, I think I saw one fly towards the food court.
Ooh.
Here's a smart move by Argos. Locks on the side headlock, gets an opportunity to catch his own breath, and again, affecting the airflow for Jake Ely.
Yeah, I have to give it to Jackson Argos. It's a very, very good strategy. Obviously, he's got the size advantage over Jake Ely, but take all the advantages that you can. Nothing illegal about this.
And a big advantage was he was in this tournament last year. He's been through this. He knows how to keep himself under control for 7 matches. Ely fighting back, lefts and rights. Breaks free of the grip of Argos. More right hands, hits the rope. Here comes that high flying off. And another bicycle kick, and that one caught him right in the face.
Fool me twice? I don't know.
Argos now. This could be the Jackson 5.
I guess so.
He loves this series of elbows, and they just get more aggressive as he progresses. Here comes the 5th one off the rope. Oh, he missed though. Took too much time on the Jackson 5.
This is where Jake Ely needs to take himself some time. Get that wind bite back. Get your wind in there. Get going.
Jackson Argos is clutching at that right elbow. He might have landed on that elbow wrong. That could be a disadvantage in the rest of this contest. Ely ducks, and a nice kick to the back of the head. He's got to follow up though, got to make a cover.
Yeah, he needs to follow up.
Instead, Ely getting the crowd behind him. He's got something in mind here.
It's like Ely first to his feet.
Big right hand. Argos answers back. Ely grabs the right arm. Watch Ely. Oh, look at this. Oh, Argos caught him. Catapult into the top turnbuckle. Argos a roll up. He has the trunks, and he got him.
Here is your winner, Jackson Argos.
That's a miscarriage of justice right there.
We've been telling great stories about Jackson Argos from the beginning. What a great tactician he's been through this match. And then he goes and does something like that right behind the referee's back, yanking of the tights. Nothing illegal about that.
Jackson Argos clearly doing anything to advance in this tournament. He gets the win against Jake Ely, but that's a heartbreaker for Jake Ely.
And something tells me Jackson Argos isn't going to lose any sleep tonight over those tactics.
Well, for Jackson Argos, we're going to see him not too far from now. He'll be right back out here in a couple of matches. So, I mean, from his standpoint, got to get out of that match quickly, and he did. Big win for Jackson Argos.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see how far he goes in this tournament. Earlier in the Anarchy at the Arnold, we saw the semifinals of the tournament last year. Some big guys in that one. We'll see if Argos can make it all the way and maybe face off against one of those guys.
Stand on your feet. Cheer, shot.
my goodness. Well, you know what? Forget the ring introduction, Adam. I guess we're going to get right into this one. Pat the Bruiser in the yellow singlet and Sweet Dream Celeste Taylor in the purple. And not the way Celeste Taylor wanted this matchup to start.
No, I don't think you want to give Pat the Bruiser an advantage, considering his size and his strength, as we're seeing right now.
Pat the Bruiser is over 300 pounds. He's the biggest man in this tournament. He's got to be one of the favorites here in Group B.
I would think so, considering, you know, all of the wrestlers we've seen so far. But Celeste is going to be tough competition to get through in his first one.
And we've talked with Celeste Taylor. He's talked about how last year he wasn't impressed with his showing, and I don't think he's impressed with that either. He got blown up by Pat the Bruiser. But as I was saying, he was not impressed with his showing in last year's Anarchy at the Arnold tournament. He's reinvented himself and was going back to the gym, trying to recreate Celeste Taylor, and that could be a recipe for success.
Apparently, Pat the Bruiser didn't get briefed on that one because he doesn't seem to care.
I don't know if there's anybody in this tournament. No disrespect. Oh, that was vicious. His whole hand just engulfed Celeste Taylor's chest. But I don't think anybody in this tournament can intimidate Pat the Bruiser, and my goodness.
Is that going to be enough?
Press one and a 2 count out of it. That is a lot of weight to push off of you.
And both of these guys in the Anarchy at the Arnold last year, so they both had the experience. We'll see if Celeste Taylor can overcome the size advantage here.
We talked about it. Celeste Taylor has improved his game, and so has Pat the Bruiser. He's become more aggressive. He's become more vicious and violent. At 300 plus pounds, that is a dangerous, dangerous man. And look at that. Look at the power of Pat the Bruiser. Hits the rope. Watch out, watch out. 300 pounds down across the chest. Just got a 2 count.
And Celeste Taylor has to just worry about surviving this match, let alone advancing in this tournament. But he's got to figure out some other strategy here against Pat the Bruiser, because obviously going right at him is not going to get it done.
So I know that Celeste is one of the most honorable competitors here at NOW, but at some point, is a systematic forfeit an option? Yeah, you lose 2 points in this tournament, but you've got 6 more matches. If Pat the Bruiser beats him down, he may not get another match. Another chop.
Very good point. Very good point. Like you said, he's the biggest man, so, you know, they're only going to get smaller from here if you keep going.
Pat the Bruiser taking his time, controlling his energy, and that is a great strategy, especially for the 300-pounder who now picks up Celeste, drives him into the corner, then driving the shoulder, taking all of the air out of Celeste. That's been Pat the Bruiser's game plan. Work on the rib cage, make it harder for Celeste Taylor to breathe. Throws him across the ring. And this is not looking good for Celeste Taylor. 300 pound, goodness! Charges him. That's the setup for the lariat. He ducked it, and he caught him in the head. Big kick again by Celeste. Celeste trying to fight back here. Drop kicks him into the corner. Down goes Pat the Bruiser.
Got to stay on him here, got to stay on him.
This is where Celeste Taylor loves to be. To the top rope. Celeste Taylor from the top. 450 splash, he hit it. Hooks the leg, 1, 2, he got him.
Here is your winner, Sweet Dreams, Celeste Taylor.
What a maneuver, Celeste Taylor with a 450 splash, driving all of his weight down on Pat the Bruiser, and he gets a huge win.
And that's why they say anything can happen in professional wrestling. I mean, right even before the opening bell, Pat the Bruiser took the advantage and he stayed on top of Celeste the whole time. Celeste found a small opening, and just like that, it's over.
But look at Celeste Taylor clutching at his ribs. Even with the 450 as an offensive maneuver, that affected his wind. That affected his ribs. That's something to watch the rest of this tournament.
And we've got a long way to go, so he's better go take some Advil and shake it off.
6 more matches for Celeste Taylor, but he's got 2 points as we get ready for our
Let's
next
hear it
matchup.
one more time for Celeste Taylor, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me check our format. I think we just saw Jackson Argos.
undefeated, undefeated, undefeated. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is set for one fall. Introducing first our referee in charge when the bell sounds, Papa Smurf Smith. And now, in the corner to my right, representing Calgary, Alberta, Canada, he weighed in at 202 pounds, Jackson Argos. And his opponent across the ring to my left, from Columbus, Ohio, he weighed in at 280 pounds, Crosshairs Kelly!
All right, back in Group A, and back in the ring is Jackson Argos. 2 in a row in this group, and is that a good thing? He's still warm, or is he feeling the effects of his last matchup with Jake Ely?
That's a good question. I'll be interested to see, what's the stamina like? How are things going? And then you have Crosshairs Kelly, who looks not intimidated whatsoever here.
That way. Well, Jackson Argos went from his first matchup against the smallest man in the division, Jake Ely, to now the biggest, Crosshairs Kelly, at 280 pounds. And we talked about his tag team partner in our last matchup, Pat the Bruiser. They formed the tag team Warhorse. And they are the 2 biggest men in each group. They both are aggressive and obviously both built like brick walls.
Yeah, and I think Argos just ran into one there.
And here's the interesting thing about this tournament. 2 matches ago, we saw Jackson Argos. He wrestled a very technical style against Jake Ely, slowing down the faster wrestler. This time, Jackson Argos needs to use his speed and avoid the bigger Crosshairs Kelly.
I'm not sure what tactic this is.
Trying to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and he got hit right in the mouth.
Crosshairs Kelly, very methodical.
We got to think Crosshairs Kelly, not very happy after his first defeat to Marion Fontaine, looking to turn his momentum around, and a big forearm to the face of Jackson Argos.
Yeah, I would think he's got a little pent-up aggression.
Oh my goodness! We talked about his tag team partner last match, and this is Crosshair Kelly. This is their style. It's aggressive, it is high impact, and there goes Jackson Argos to the eyes.
That's the great equalizer, isn't it?
That'll slow down any big man. If you can't see, you're not doing anything. Argos, big crossbody. I love the way he throws that crossbody. He angles his body. He gets his legs, his elbows, all the joints hitting the body. Well, that time he hit nothing. He got caught.
Oh, there you see the power of Crosshairs Kelly. Oh, my goodness.
And look at these rapid-fire shots. Crosshairs Kelly is one of the best strikers in this tournament. He's a big bruiser, but he is a great striker. He throws great strikes from his hands, throws great kicks. He's very agile for a 280-pounder. Lateral press. Got a 2 count, and Argos kicks out.
And I like the way Crosshairs Kelly, like I said earlier, very methodical, kind of just takes his time. He's not wasting a lot of energy, as we saw earlier with Argos dancing around with his float like a butterfly style.
There's no wasted motion from Kelly. Argos ducks 2, did not duck the 3rd. Whew. Big time clothesline, lateral press, 1, 2, and Argos gets his foot on the bottom rope.
Very advantageous ring placement there for Argos.
I was going to say, Crosshairs Kelly, he grabbed that left arm, turned it away from the rope, but he did not hook the leg, gave Argos the opportunity to escape. And Argos, as we talked about in that first matchup, rolls to the outside, taking a break and trying to slow down Crosshairs Kelly.
And I don't know, is this the best strategy for Crosshairs Kelly, to just kind of wait it out? It seems to me that you'd want to go out there and kind of stay on top of him.
Here's the danger with Crosshairs Kelly, though. He's never taking his eyes off of Argos. So the second Argos tries to get into the ring, oh, well, I was going to say Crosshairs would meet him, but Argos meets him with the right hand.
I don't think this is the best strategy for Argos either.
Well, now he's choking the big man. That's not a bad idea. Slow down the big man.
Yeah, you have till 5, right?
Now he pulls him outside though, and this is dangerous. You've got a Bruiser on the outside, concrete floor around them. Nice bicycle kick by Jackson Argos. But look, Crosshairs Kelly did not go down.
He did not.
Caught him with a headbutt, not a right hand. That's what I talked about. Crosshairs Kelly will use any part of his own body as a weapon.
Well, he's a big guy.
And a pump kick right in the crowd. This is a very very dangerous situation. And another massive chop.
Man, what I was going to say is Crosshairs Kelly's such a big guy. I mean, you got to use all of the weapons of the body. I mean, like you said, just all punch.
Argos hit him low. I think Argos went low on Kelly. And look at Argos off the chair with a flying clothesline. Argos using his environment, and he eats another chop though.
His mantra, I don't know if it's like the, Calgary, Alberta, like mantra is by any means necessary.
Watch out, Kelly charging into the steel post. That was a huge risk by Crosshairs Kelly. Watch Argos. Nice maneuver with a drop kick. And the referee's called for the bell. Did he count him out?
Count him out?
I think we have a count out.
Here is your winner, Jackson Argos.
I was about to say the outside brawling was Crosshairs Kelly's advantage, but it ended up being his detriment. Jackson Argos wins it by a count out.
It's funny, we were talking just a few seconds ago about whether it's a good idea to go out after him or wait inside. Apparently he should have waited inside.
He should have waited inside, but Jackson Argos now 2-0. He's got 4 points. While Crosshairs Kelly, his frustration continues. 0-2 here in the tournament.
Yeah, Crosshairs Kelly needs to go take a rest, kind of reset, figure out what his strategy in this tournament needs to be, because so far it's not working. 2 matches, 2 losses.
Well, hopefully his Warhorse partner, Pat the Bruiser,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of Jackson
He is
Argos?
up next
He's
in
now
Group
2-0.
B when we come back. Look at those glasses that Aaron Daniel Norman has on. Where did he get those? Oh, and
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first our referee in charge when the bell sounds, Jerry Roberts. And now, in the ring from Painesville, Kentucky, he weighed in at 325 pounds, Pat the Bruiser. And his opponent from Colchester, Connecticut, he weighed in at 257 pounds. He is the Thief of Hearts, Aaron Daniel Norman.
So Adam, before this matchup gets underway, I'd like to apologize to Pat the Bruiser so he does not hurt me. I put him at 303 pounds. He's 325 pounds.
Most people would think that's flattering, though, right?
Not Pat the Bruiser.
Well, I won't say anything. Don't worry.
Look at the demeanor of Pat the Bruiser. Just like his partner Crosshairs Kelly, some disappointing defeats already. And Warhorse, these guys are aggressive. They've got mean streaks, and I would not want to be Aaron Daniel Norman in this contest.
And I've also heard that Pat the Bruiser is hungry, and he hasn't had a chance to have his lunch yet.
Well, he's had 2 matches almost
That's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't want to, mess with him in that regard.
Now, Aaron Daniel Norman, his first contest, quick victory over Luis Casanova. We talked about it. That might be the way to win this tournament. That quick knee strike, get in and out as quick as you can, especially against another monster.
It's almost like, the old tough man fights that they used to have where it was like 3 rounds, come out swinging. That might be the best strategy, like you said.
Aaron Daniel Norman very tentative in this contest. He knows that Pat the Bruiser is not in the mood right now.
I want to know how many women that Louis Casanova actually gets with that shirt that he's wearing.
You mean Aaron Daniel Norman?
And you're Daniel Norman. I'm sorry.
Luis Casanova, he might have Aaron Daniel Norman's knee print still in
you're
his
right.
face.
You're right. I'm sorry.
But Aaron Daniel Norman, he is the thief of hearts. I mean,
I'm wondering.
Some of the females around the ring don't seem super impressed. But, you know, to each their own.
Yeah, sure. He must look in the mirror and see something good, right?
He has to love himself. He's very confident. He has no lack of confidence in and out of the ring. But look out! He needs to get out of the ring right there.
And that's the thing. Pat the Bruiser has that singlet with like the big tiger on the front. That's no gimmick. I mean,
terrifying.
The dude is like a big Bengal tiger in there.
So we talked about it in the first matchup with Aaron Daniel Norman. How he's a collegiate amateur champion. Pat the Bruiser is no slouch. He is a tremendous amateur wrestler. He has the tools. He doesn't have to use them. He's 325 pounds. But Aaron Daniel Norman trying to out-wrestle Pat the Bruiser may not be his best strategy.
No, I can't think so. And as we sit here, I'm trying to think, what would I do if I got in the ring across from Pat the Bruiser?
Get counted out?
I was just going to say probably run.
I would get counted out. That would be one of those systematic forfeit matches. I'll go win 6 matches and I'll get counted out against Pat the Bruiser. Big foot in the face. And look at him, right in the face of the referee even.
Using that 5 count to his advantage now.
Can you imagine 320 pounds across your throat for 5 seconds?
I cannot. Nor would I like to.
Here's the same strategy he had against Celeste Taylor. Driving his shoulder into the ribs, taking the air out of Aaron Daniel Norman.
I don't know if Norman's going to be good for a date this evening.
He may not be.
A lot of people here at the Expo. I mean, he's got, there's a lot of fish in the sea, if you will.
He's got a lot of options, but you got to think, though, the girls want to be with the winner. So he's got to keep winning these matches. No one wants to go with the loser.
Very good
And
point.
look at him, look at Pat the Bruiser squeezing all of the air out of Aaron Daniel Norman. Aaron Daniel Norman saying it's not very fair. He's in trouble right here against the rope. Oh no, not again, not again. This time using the middle rope. And we talked about it with Celeste Taylor. You gotta be careful in a match like this with Pat the Bruiser. He can do some serious damage to you and affect your entire tournament.
I was just gonna say, I'd be really impressed if he can get him over here. Let's see.
What a maneuver!
Nice. Beautiful.
Spinning suplex by Norman, hooks the leg, and just a 2 count.
That was very inventive, if you will.
What a show of strength. The spinning suplex by Norman. When he got him up in there, he used Pat the Bruiser's own momentum. And now Norman backs away, creates some separation to charge into the corner, and look out, into the corner. Here's the backsplash. This is Pat the Bruiser, and that is the knockout lariat.
I gotta think that's it.
Cover, 2, 3, you can count to 100.
Here is your winner, Pat the Bruiser.
Pat the Bruiser with the knockout lariat. He calls that murder, death, kill, and he is now 1-1 here in the tournament.
And when you hit somebody with something called the knockout lariat, I don't think you expect them to kick out afterwards.
I don't know if Aaron Daniel Norman knows which way is up right now.
No, I think he can probably call off any date this evening.
Aaron Daniel Norman may need to go find the trainer here before his next contest. Pat the Bruiser, though, gets his first win as we get ready to go back into Group A here at the Anarchy at the Arnold.
your official in this contest, Brandon Skinner. Introducing first, from Point Place, Ohio, by way of Luna Pier, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Lake Erie Monster, Big Fish Rembowski. And his opponent, from Akron, Ohio, weighing in at 155 volts, he is Electric Jake Eli.
We are back in Group A with two individuals out of looking for their first win, looking for those first 2 points, Big Fish Rembowski and Electric Jake Ely.
And we saw a match earlier, like I said, with Big Fish Rembowski, where he had a collapsible fishing pole. He hit somebody with a fish.
What did the referee found the fish? Good job, Brandon Skinner, finding the fish.
Ely wondering why he smelled so bad. There you go.
There's the fish.
How often can you say, I had a fish stuffed in my trunks?
How often can you say I got hit in the face with a fish?
You'd be surprised.
Okay, fair enough. So, let's talk about this matchup. This is the second time we've seen both men. Big Fish Rembowski, he was in match number 1. He's had a pretty good wait time. Bell Sads were underway. Electric Jake Ely, we haven't seen him for a few matches, but this one, you gotta think, we talked about the different strategies. First matchup, he was against Jackson Argos, the very technically sound and very quick Jackson Argos. This time against the much bigger Lake Erie Monster. What's the game plan gotta be for Jake Ely?
I think you got to keep going with the quickness. I mean, let's be honest. Electric Jake Ely is on the smaller side in terms of professional wrestling. He's going to find these guys all the time that he's going to go up against. So he's got to figure out a way. I don't want to say, shuck and jive, but that's essentially what he has to do. He has to kind of stay away from the power.
Not to discredit Jake Ely.
Not at all.
But I think if he doesn't use his speed, this match is not going to end well. Nicely done. Drop down into the trip. And here's the disadvantage for Big Fish. Big Fish likes to party. Big Fish likes to fish. Big Fish likes to sit and drink a few adult beverages. Jake Ely likes to run. If Ely makes this a sprint, I think this could be the first of many wins for Jake Ely.
I mean, let's be honest. You put those lifestyles side by side, I would take this.
Watch out, Ely. Oh, tried the baseball slide. Oh. And a big right hand from Big Fish Rembowski.
I could sit in a boat and drink all day.
I don't think Big Fish Rembowski has ever found a bar fight he doesn't like and a bar fight he's never won. Or never not won, I guess would be the better way to say that. Oh, and that's a clubbing blow.
I wonder if he's found any fights with fish that he hasn't won.
I don't think anybody can really beat Big Fish Rembowski in hand-to-hand combat. The man is so aggressive and he has such a mean streak. He even go after the fans.
Uh-oh. He's right.
Oh, he's taunting the fans, and he's using Jake Ely to do it.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a real pleasant guy to be around in general.
Well, I mean, it is winter, it's
right.
Cold, he can't go fish, so. I also heard he might have gotten thrown out of a few Bass Pro Shops, so it might not have been a good couple months for Big Fish Rembowski.
I heard he was like pushing the kids out of like the little bass pond that they have there.
That sounds about right. A clothesline. Speaking of not a good time, it's not a good time for Jake Ely right now.
No.
Notice how Big Fish shoved all of his weight and pressed down on the chest to get that pin attempt.
He knows what he's doing in there. There's no doubt about that. Picks him up like it's nothing.
It's a 120-pound weight advantage with a gut buster. Jackson Argos had the same opportunity, same idea with Jake Ely, working on the ribs, working on the airflow, and clearly Big Fish Rembowski has been watching these tournament matches.
Absolutely. I mean, he came up short in the first one, like you said, so he's had some time to kind of regroup, watch the tournament, see what's worked, see what hasn't worked, and obviously he's taking great notes.
Goes he back outside again.
Although I don't really imagine him back there with like a pad and paper taking notes.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a big old cooler and was just having himself a good old time.
Maybe he just had to loosen up a little bit.
Maybe. Nice up and over by Ely. Trying to quicken the pace. Wind him up. Power him down. Gonna cover up the black hole slam. Got a 2 count.
I'm not sure how he kicked out of that.
Did you see the force? Brandon Skinner says it was this close. The force and the momentum from Big Fish Rembowski.
And you can tell Big Fish Rembowski is very frustrated. He cannot let that get the better of him.
The Lake Erie, oh my. I was gonna say the Lake Erie Monster is not in a good mood, and Jake Ely just paint rushed him.
Yeah, that wasn't a good idea.
The defiant Jake Ely will not go down without a fight. Oh, and Big Fish slaps him.
Oh.
And he did it again. Look at the heart of Jake. Uh-oh. Big Fish digging into his singlet. He's got a net.
He's got a net?
He's got a net. Oh, and he's trapped Jake Ely in the net. Brandon Skinner needs to help Jake Ely. Ely fights out. He got our camera stuck. And, went for an RKO.
He didn't quite get it.
Ely, double foot stomp. Rembowski is down. Ely needs to follow up. What's he got here?
They hit him right in the lure.
He did. Ely positioning him, going to the top rope. This is where Ely is most comfortable.
What have we got in mind here?
From the top rope, Ely swanton bomb. He got him, hooks the leg. Brandon Skinner down, 1-2, and he got him. Jake Ely with a huge victory.
Now, if he was smart, he'd get the heck out of there.
Jake Ely, he earned that victory.
Here's your winner, Electric Jake Ely.
Electric Jake Ely gets his first victory in Group A. Big Fish Rembowski now 0 for 2. And not been the best time for Big Fish Rembowski.
No, he's got to go back to the tackle box and figure out what else is going to work for him.
Hopefully he has an ice pack in that tackle box.
I sure hope so. Instead of putting the fish on ice, he might put something else on ice.